You know, I really thought last part would break me. I did, sincerely, and for good reason. Welcome back, everybody, to Metroid Other M. In case you had the glorious fortune of missing the last part, and boy, what a last part it was to miss, my jaw is aghast, because I don't understand how the game justifies what happened. Adam Malkovich is dead. To that I say good riddance, who gives a shit. Now, what I find very interesting is the fact that despite Adam Malkovich being dead, we were never given an explanation for why he shot Samus to begin with. Like, why did he shoot her? That was never explained. Why would you shoot her if you thought that the Metroid that you were quote-unquote saving her from couldn't be frozen? Which was your method to destroy the thing to begin with? And ergo, even if you thought you could freeze it, you shot her because she was about to freeze it? Because you didn't think... What? The only logical explanation at this point why Adam did that is that, you know, many people have the assumption that Adam Malkovich is Yoshio Sakamoto's self-insert Mary Sue fan character. And for good reason. There is no other suit in the game besides the Mary Suit 3001 that could possibly allow you to make it through the gravity area with Nightmare on your own. No way. But only the Mary Suit 9001 can. So, Adam's dying message to us was to find Ridley, defeat Ridley, once and for all, and find a survivor in room MW, and stop the collision course that the bottle ship is on with Galactic Federation HQ. That's fine and dandy, so we're on our Wait, what? We're fighting Nightmare again? Right after we fought him before. No real break. Well, you didn't fight him when his face was melting. His face isn't melting. It looks like diaper shit. And now there is no point to this boss fight because we have the gravity feature. So we take less damage and we are not affected at all by the intensified gravity, besides the fact that the game is deciding to lag now because there's way too much going on for it to possibly handle. This rematch is a joke. If you had any problems with Nightmare before, they should be all gone now. Oh, hell yeah. You want to know how I know? Because... again, you take less damage. You can easily sense move out of the way of this thing's fucking... What happened? Why did my super missile... Why is it just flailing about like a fucking... Like... This is Nightmare, folks! This is one of the best bosses in Fusion. Reminding us of how much better a game Fusion was. Reminding us... Yeah, nice face desk right into me, Nightmare. Again, I am sucking at this. I am admittedly sucking ass at this. But despite that fact, what difference does it make? It makes no difference. This fight is easy. It's a joke. I still haven't even taken an energy tank of damage yet. And I don't know why the fuck I did that. Because the gravity's back. So the only thing that is really an inconvenience at this point is the fact that Nightmare uses its gravity to keep your missiles from fucking up. I guess. Again, no real challenge to this besides the random gravity wells that he pops out that end up screwing over your super missile shots. Shut the fuck up with your incessant screaming! And now you've destroyed this entire thing. I destroyed it. I mean, its faceplate is left over, so that explains its existence in Fusion, does it? Samus owned it. And with a slightly weaker suit, she owns it again later on. She not only owned it, she owned it twice. What the fuck? How can you enjoy that? No music, no challenge, sense move, which I really don't like doing, so you saw that I tried to screw attack there for some variety. A lot of good that did. And look, even when Nightmare is gone, the fucking gravity well is here. So, unless we're to believe that Adam somehow got through this area before we did, and was just sitting there waiting in the wings in Sector 0, then why was he waiting for Samus to begin with, besides maybe to say goodbye or some cheesy fucking melodramatic love story shit like that? Again, self-insert fanfiction is all that people who really look at this game can come up with, the existence of Adam Malkovich. Self-insert fanfiction. Makes sense to me. I don't get it. I really don't understand this, but anyways, now that we've taken care of Nightmare, why we have a rematch against that boss, I don't know, but we're on our way to a rematch against Ridley. We have a whole hell of a lot of things in our way. At the very least, we can speed boost through these. But besides the lag of being in a higher gravity area, I'm missing the point of why I'm here. Somebody please tell me why I'm here. You know what, maybe the last part did break me, because I couldn't find anything positive to say about the rematch with Nightmare. I literally find no reason to say. It's essentially the same fight, except easier. You're supposed to feel like a badass. I don't feel like a badass. How could anybody feel like a badass? By doing the same things over and over, the button mashing. Only the most simpleton of people could take enjoyment out of this for more than a brief period of time. Ugh. I don't get it. And the most insulting part of it is that people throughout this game's development had a chance to realize what a mistake they had made. And I'm not saying, you know, like, people are under the impression that I think this game is worse than E.T. Worse than Superman 64. Functionally standing, the game is fine. It's okay. This is no Metroid game, though. It's not engaging. It's not challenging. It's not rewarding to get good at, because there is no getting good at it. If you're good at button mashing, you're good at Other M. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. So, people who design the soundtrack, anybody with an ear for music could tell that there was no inspiration, no real message, no mood besides she gave me again for Nightmare, by the fucking way. No soundtrack, no clear character progression. Like I said, there are easier ways to go about building the game's plot up if you want to keep it so plot oriented. I've presented several ways that you can keep going about it without, you know, damaging characters. You know, maybe adding some substance to a character here or there. I mean, you've got Sakamoto doing the script writing like it's the most basic B action movie you've ever seen in your life. And like I say, D-Rockets, the people who designed the cutscenes, they did an okay job, but they didn't even do a good job of portraying Samus well at all, because, I mean, not just Samus, any woman in this game. Men tower the fuck over women. Since when the hell does the power suit add 2 feet to Samus's height? Because that seems like what it adds when she's not in her... When she's not in her power suit, she seems like she's 4'5" at best. With heels, by the way, because they decided to give her fucking Zero Suit heels. Whatever sense that makes. God damn it. Let's give the Zero Suit heels. Fuck you. Let's feminize the shit out of Samus. So the people who designed the cutscenes done fucked up. The person who designed the story, Yoshio Sakamoto, done fucked up. The orchestra, the people in charge of the soundtrack, I don't even know if there were any people involved, besides for the Ridley theme. And from a voice acting standpoint, instead of a voice director, you know, whose job it is to make sure that actors are portraying the characters well, respectfully, and not phoning it in. Instead, your voice director is a Japanese speaker, and the Japanese people, for whatever reason, love people speaking in fucking monotones. But it's such a cultural difference that it doesn't work over here in the States. It doesn't. I'm astounded at this game. You know how you know the plot sucks? When you introduce an element like the deleter, the most basic murder mystery thing, uninspired bullshit known to man. When you introduce the deleter and actually go about it in such a way that the game literally forgot about it. Well, it's not so much that it forgot, it just kind of came up to a laughable conclusion. Well, what do you mean by that, Len? The deleter's still relevant. He killed Madeline Bergman. He's the last one on the station left besides you. Huh. Oh, ignorance is bliss. I swear to God. This is going to be a real short part. You know why? Because this is the end of the game, and I am not sitting through. I'm tired. Okay, I'm really fucking tired. We're off to Room MW at the Bioweapon Research Center. I'm tired. This is going to be a short fucking episode. I'm not going to finish it yet, but I need to get something off my chest. Team Ninja did what they do best. A button mashy, really flashy, with very little substance experience. Like I say, Sakamoto, script writing, character-wise, you might as well just consider him the voice director because he's the one who was in charge of that shit. D-Rockets, the people who designed the cutscenes. The orchestra who made the soundtrack. You know, musically, gameplay-wise, and story-wise, the game's a bust. By Nintendo standards, and you have a director to thank for that. Yoshio Sakamoto had his hands all over this game. But everybody's at fault here because going throughout this whole project, not one person said, you know, throughout the development of this game, not one person said, holy shit, are we going to get our asses kicked? It's obvious that nobody played this game from start to finish to test it. You know how I know? You got me, Sammy! I'm still wounded from our last fight! But I'm waiting for you! Ridley, I am so looking forward to our rematch. I'm so looking forward to our rematch. I one of our missions was to defeat Ridley. Somebody already did that for us. I'm dead fucking serious. The game is introducing plot points only for somebody else to resolve them. First, with Sector 0. Then with Ridley. You know, the best boss in this game? You know that one? And why are we going down this hallway and all of a sudden there's enemies? Huh. A pixel hunt. What am I looking for? Am I looking for something that blends in with the same lame gunmetal color? Yes, a body right there. That doesn't look like the body of Madeline Bergman.
James.
The deleter! He's the deleter! He was the deleter all along! You're getting too close, Samus! I hate you! That's 3! 3 so far! 3 plot points that this game introduced for no other reason than to let somebody else do it. The deleter? There's no real unmasking. The game doesn't tell you he's the deleter, but simple conjecture and body count will tell you. Well, and due to the fact that he's right where he apparently shot Madeline Bergman, but why is he dead? Nobody knows. Yet. So, the whole deleter storyline, somebody else did it. The whole Sector 0 storyline, somebody else did it. And defeat Ridley. Thanks to the omniscient storytelling perspective change that the game has done, you know, the same story that's being told in the first person by Samus. Yeah. Somebody else did it. So basically now all we have to do is secure Survivor. Is somebody else going to do that? Secure a Survivor's safety and stop the ship. Is somebody else going to do that? Do you see the problem with this game now? It's all coming together in one gigantic clusterfuck storm right now. Samus is completely irrelevant to this story. She accomplishes nothing. And I have 2 goals left to go before this game gets started. The game steals its final area from me. It steals, you know, the one boss that Samus had some plot-relevant interest in, you know, in redeeming herself from her fuck-up the first time around. The whole plot point of, Adam, just, you have to trust me, just give me a chance. That line got echoed, but in no way, shape, or form is it ever, like, brought to a character resolution. Samus is useless from start to finish in this fucking game. Start to finish. And the only thing that I take any enjoyment in right now is the fact that I got this missile tank. Do I really care? No. I suppose I wanted to pad this part out a little bit. Super pirates. Oh wait, space. Super attack. Oh well. It's not like this game had much challenge to begin with. So, out of all of the bosses in this game that you give us a rematch against, you don't give us a rematch with Ridley, and you don't even let us beat Ridley for real. Like, you let something else really truly beat him. But of all of the bosses you give us a rematch with, it's Nightmare. Why? Why not Ridley? Samus is useless. Let the finale commence next time on Metroid Other M. Have a good day, everybody.